He's a monster. I waited a long time to see if he would grow a conscience. And the more drugs he pumps down his wife's throat to keep her in a
TMZ released exclusive footage of what is now and famously known as the elevator incident, and it nearly broke the internet. The grainy black and white video shows Jay-Z, Beyonce, Solange and Jay-Z as bodyguard in the elevator, and a few seconds in, Solange launches at the rap icon, allegedly spitting at him and attempting to land a few punches and kicks, some of which actually hit him. But while the outburst definitely shook the internet, it was Beyonce's calm exterior that really upped the ante. And had everyone analyzing the video from a theft 1001 perspectives. The rumors were vicious and the conspiracy theories were endless, but one thing was in common: Jay-Z had definitely done something wrong. People just weren't sure what exactly it was that he had done to trigger Solange's reaction, because Beyonce herself had often commented on how protective her sister was despite being younger than her, while the elevator incident itself was shocking. To say the least, a bizarre thing that surprised fans even more was the fact that just 2 days before the video was released, B and J had been at the Berkeley Center, watching the Brooklyn Nets home game and looking every bit like the perfect couple, and that's definitely a pattern that we can't ignore about their relationship. No matter how messy the home situation is, not one hair would be out of place for their public appearance. To be honest, we're not sure if that's commendable or worrying, but the elevator incident definitely had some effect on their calm front, and the Carters with Solange released a joint press statement addressing the incident in their words. As a result of the public release of the elevator security footage from Monday, May 5th, there has been a great deal of speculation about what triggered the unfortunate incident, but the most important thing is that our family has worked through it. Jay and Solange each assumed their share of responsibility for what has occurred. They both acknowledge their role in this private matter that has played out in the public. They both have apologized to each other, and we have moved forward as a united family, but the internet wasn't ready to move forward. And later that month, there were fresh speculations that the couple was breaking up and Beyonce had gotten the iconic fur tattoo on her ring finger. Covered up as usual, Beyonce and Jay-Z put a stop to the rumor mills when they appeared at the 2015 Met Gala together, and late enough to draw everyone's attention. Not that they ever needed to, but rumors and theories are never too far from this couple. And the following year, in 2016, the elevator incident was picked up again. This time, fans were inspired by the tracks on Beyonce's iconic Lemonade album, Lemonade, and Becky with the good hair. For a couple that is notoriously private about their personal lives, Beyonce and Jay-Z are very open to sharing details about their relationship through their music, and Lemonade was a full view into how close they came to breaking up. On the album, Beyonce delivers subtle details of Jay-Z's wrongdoings, the betrayal and anger she felt, and ultimately the forgiveness. But before fans caught up to the forgiveness aspect, they were quick to open up the 2014 elevator case file and look at it again. Cheerleading. This investigation were the lyrics from the hit track, Sorry, off the Lemonade album. Rachel Roy, a fashion designer, and the ex-wife of Rockefeller Records, co-founder David Damon Dash, had been a prime suspect for allegedly causing the elevator incident after ceaselessly flirting with Jay at the 2014 Met Gala after party. So it was no surprise that fans and the media looked in her direction as the potential Becky with the good hair. Beyonce sang about, I'm sorry, but regardless of the conspiracy theories, Beyonce and Jay-Z were moving forward with their relationship, as Beyonce already insinuated that she forgave him on the album after Jay-Z provided his perspective and a ton of apologies on his 444 Hours album and acknowledged his faults. They decided to weather the storm together, as he told the New York Times in 2017. Most people walk away and like divorce rate is like 50% or something, because most people can't see themselves. The hardest thing is seeing pain on someone's face that you caused, and then have to deal with yourself, and they were dealing with it in their own way. Whenever the rumor mills tried to pick up a new aspect of her life to analyze to the tiniest bits, Beyonce would upload a few family photos on her website and the dust would settle, and that's the biggest clue of a fact to Jaguar Wright's claims. Jay-Z is controlled. Before Jaguar Wright came out to speak on the bizarre relationship between Jay-Z and Beyonce, a man claiming to be one of Jay-Z and Beyonce's former bodyguards actually accused Jay-Z of keeping Beyonce drugged. The man, who goes by the name Uncle Ron, posted a since-deleted video claiming that the rapper was obsessed with controlling the former Destiny's Child star, and he also alleged that their marriage was solely a business transaction.
Your relationship was a business relationship, financial, to get to the top, to become billionaires. There's no love there.
Uncle Ron boldly claimed before saying,
hardly nobody knows. But I'll say it, man. Yeah, Beyonce's on drugs. She's been on them for a long time. And you keep her that way. Y'all wish it what you wish it to stay on top. But there's one thing about me, bro. I can't be bought. This is Uncle Ron.
While Uncle Ron didn't offer much proof to back up his claims, besides mere words, he isn't the only person who made claims and called out any potential threat. Jaguar Wright also revealed in an interview, shortly after Ron's video went viral, that Jay-Z is a monster who keeps Beyonce drugged to control her.
He's a monster. I waited a long time to see if he would grow a conscience. And the more drugs he pumps down his wife's throat to keep her in a carry.
And that level of control sounds just like what Diddy was allegedly doing to Cassie. For those who don't know, Cassie dropped a seething lawsuit against Diddy a few weeks ago, and the details are chilling and not in a good way. Cassie's case in November 20, 2003, Cassie Ventura filed a lawsuit against Diddy. And in the court documents, Cassie cited physical violence, SAS trafficking and emotional abuse, and the internet went up in flames as more details were revealed. After enduring years of silence and darkness, I am finally prepared to share my narrative and advocate not only for myself, but also for the countless women grappling with violence, abuse in their relationships. Cassie expressed in a release statement, with the imminent exploration of New York's Adult Survivors Act, the realization dawned upon me that this was a crucial opportunity to shed light on the trauma. I endured a trauma that will be a part of my recovery for the rest of my life. Cassie then went on to describe some of the most harrowing experiences anyone could ever have, especially at the hands of their partner, and it was truly shocking. But what was even more surprising was the fact that the lawsuit was settled in less than 24 hours. Now, Jaguar Wright had previously spoken about the relationship between Cassie and Diddy, and she confirmed that Cassie was heavily under Diddy's control back then. Cassie's statement in her lawsuit clearly stated that the alleged abuse started when she entered a professional and intimate relationship with Diddy at the age of 19, while he was 37, and that 18-year age gap in itself is problematic enough, as it clearly indicates that the young singer was supposedly groomed. And Cassie explained further how after signing her to Bad Boy Records, Diddy led her into a lavish, high-paced drug-fueled lifestyle? Now who does all this remind us of? It doesn't take a genius to figure out the jarring similarities between Cassie and Beyonce relationships, but it seems the only difference, which may have been the recent Beyonce stay, was the physical violence that Diddy allegedly inflicted on Cassie. But the same plot of a super young one of a star and an already established much older man is too much of a similarity to ignore. So maybe Beyonce doesn't look like a drug addict or have some of the distressing videos that Cassie does, but it seems there are enough crumbs in the story to lead to the big pot, and even the Beehive members online are saying this theory sounds believable. One fan said, "I've been alarmed for the past few years about Beyonce. I'm telling everyone how dazed and far away Beyonce has been looking and acting, and for those of you who don't see it, you don't want to see it, it's right in your face." And another one wrote, "It's certainly believable that he's a control freak who keeps her in line with drugs or scripts or alcohol, drunk in love. Plus it always bothered me that we never got a real explanation for the elevator incident between Jay and Solange. The fact that she attacked him tells me he did something to be. What if it's the drugs, the cheating, the controlling, the manipulating, all of it?" Solange, Jaguar, and the bodyguard may have known for a long time. But do you agree with Jaguar that Jay-Z is worse than Diddy? Or do you think it's all a huge conspiracy theory? Comment down below and then check out this next video.